Hello, my name is Lincoln Shaw. Welcome to the story. Today's new topic: the historical worldview context of Disneyland rides. Thank you for coming. Let's get into it. The Disneyland Railroad, formerly known as the Santa Fe and Disneyland Railroad, is a 3-foot, 914mm narrow-gauge heritage railroad and attraction in the Disneyland theme park of the Disneyland Resort in Anaheim, California, United States. Its route is 1.2 miles or 1.9 kilometers long and circles the majority of the park, with train stations in 4 different park areas. The rail line, which was constructed by WET Enterprises, operates with 2 steam locomotives built by WET and 3 historic steam locomotives built by Baldwin Locomotive Works. The ride takes roughly 18 minutes to complete a round trip on its main line when 3 trains are running, and 20 minutes when 4 trains are running. 2 to 4 trains can be in operation at any time, 3 on average. The attraction was conceived by Walt Disney, who drew inspiration from the rideable miniature Carolwood Pacific Railroad built in his backyard. The Disneyland Railroad opened to the public at Disneyland's grand opening on July 17, 1955. Hello again, my name is Logan Shaw, welcome along the story. Now, before we continue, I want to say that these videos will come out day by day. I try to get these videos out every day up until the end of December. We'll see if we can do that. If we can't, we'll do as much as I can throughout the week. This video will be up tomorrow, the next video will be up the next day, and I'll have it working out like that until, we decide to end the videos or something. Because there's only so many rides in Disneyland, and there's actually a series that's going to come along with it that's by surprise. It's all Disney. Okay, so the Disneyland Railroad, something that was taken out of Walt Disney's backyard and put into the Disneyland park. Now, I know what you're wondering. How can you take a worldview aspect out of something like a Disneyland ride? Well, what features are on the ride? What standpoints are on the ride? Where does the ride take you? What does it make you escape from? And how do you, as a person, know what the ride is doing to you as the, park goer? That's also something we're going to talk about, but let's kind of cover some ground first. Okay, so this train goes through Main Street, New Orleans, Toontown, Tomorrowland, then circles right back around to Main Street. But the thing is, why is that important? Why am I talking about a ride that can convey feeling? Well, that's what a ride's supposed to do. Convey your feeling. Whether you're scared, whether you're having fun and screaming, whether you're learning something, or taking away something kind of like these videos. A train is nothing more than that. A train. A way of transportation. But am I lying to you? Is a train way more than what it seems to be? And that's the thing we're going to talk about. Let's go into detail. Okay, so when you think about a movie, what does that do to you? It makes you feel. When you think about a ride, whatever that ride is, it makes you feel. What Disneyland Railroad does is it makes you feel, but it's also educational. So you get this richness of the kind of feeling in your heart and mind that you're being soulfully delivered from whatever the world had for you, and you're put in the situation where you're actually transported into another world, whether that be the Frontier World, the Dinosaur World, Tomorrowland, Toontown, Main Street, New Orleans, whatever that may be. And you could say that this ride has a message. But what could the message be? Well, think about Walt Disney for a second. His love for trains is why this train is so immaculately beautiful and actually so interestingly done. And because of that, there's a way of saying how much power comes into making something like this. Being one of the opening attractions on July 17th, 1955, it met with huge praise. Because here's the thing. This park, this train, this idea Walt Disney had in his head came to life. And due to that, there seems to be a lot of things that seem to be different in terms of the train that you ride. And, consider this. When you are on the brink of something that could take you out of the world, whether it be a movie, whether it be a TV show, whether it be a ride, this ride makes you want to go back on it. This ride makes you appreciate the America we live in. I mean, we built the railroads, along with many other things in America, so what is the historical context? Well, Walt Disney had a love for trains, and he wanted to bring America to its kind of beautiful standard by showing what a locomotive is to people who may not have been familiar with it, and to people who may have been familiar with it from the start. And because of that, there's a lot of people who say, okay, well, maybe it's just there to be there. Mm-mm. There's a lot of reasons why we think parks should have something, and there's a purpose of why it's there. The Worldview context ends up being something like this. Application, of course. Okay, so when you think about all this, when you think about the things that are into it in terms of the parks, and especially the train station, the locomotive, and the way it carries people from time now to time then, or time in the future. There's a lot of things that this train has implemented to do to create feeling. But what's the overall message? What's the worldview message? Well, with grime and dirt, we made the railroads. And because of that, we sacrificed a lot. And what Walt Disney's trying to do is to bring that American side of history to life. And to make it so enjoyable by people who come to the park every day to delight in the fact of our history. And delight in the fact of the train itself. So, what are you doing to make sure you have created something, or maybe had an attitude towards something that can create joy, not pain? Because a lot of these rides create joy. Thank you for my application. This goes out. Thank you for following this. Thank you for this historical worldview context of Disneyland rides. There are more rides in the future, so keep an eye out for those. Also, the mission is 1,000 subscribers. You guys can help me get there by hitting the share, like, and subscribe button right on the screen. Also, by hitting that bell. Leave a comment if you can, too. Thank you again, and peace.